battle. We've got rainy conditions today for our game with the Indiana Hoosiers and the Michigan State Spartans. Hi, everybody. This is Brad Nessler, and with me, as always, Kirk Herbstreit and the coach, Lee Corso. It's still the beginning of the college football season, but these two teams from the Big Ten are warmed up for this exciting matchup. This defense has some talent across the board, but the player to watch will be sitting on the end of this front four.
Let me say this. He'll get your attention. I just don't think these offensive tackles are good enough to keep this guy in check for 4 quarters.
I don't think so either, Kirk. You can't stop him. You just have to hope that your lineman can hold him up long enough for the quarterback to get the ball off. Because if you don't, oh man, it's going to be a long day for this quarterback.
All right, well, we're ready for the coin toss, brought to you today by Coke Zero. Both teams have sent their special teams onto the field, and we're ready for the opening kickoff. And this game is now underway. There's an injured player, and we'll try to find out who it is. They'll take over at the 26-yard line. First down, 10 to go. They line up in the shotgun, 3 wide. And off up the middle, and he's stuffed. And the defense just swarmed over him on that one.
Yeah, they were able to penetrate the offensive line and get to the running back before that play even had a chance.
It's second down and 11 to go. Ball on their own 25. The defensive backs moving in closer. The offense lines this one up in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers in the formation. He just couldn't hold off the defender, and he's brought down. A nice 6-yard gain by the tailback there. We've got a 3rd and 6. Ball on their own 31. 3 wide receivers on the field. The quarterback in the shotgun. They go with the run. They bring him down in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard there.
1-yard loss on the play.
It's 4th down. And they're ready to punt this one away. He gets it away, and this is a really nice punt. There's a player injured down on the field. I can't see who it is. They'll go to work at the 23-yard line. They come out in a goal line set. It's the tailback. They'll bring him down at the 30. A 7-yard run by the running back.
7-yard gain.
Second down, 4 yards to go. Ball on the 30-yard line. They're packed in tight on the line. Takes the handoff. Tackled for a loss.
Defensive coordinator has a lot of confidence in his pass defense if he's releasing a safety to stop the run.
And Kirk, that leaves a big hole out there. But on plays when they run the ball, it works.
Pressure coming, and he's sacked. Well, they sent the cornerback, and he was able to make the sack.
The offensive line was just too slow to pick him up. By the time they saw him, it was just too late.
The offensive line didn't do a very good job of picking him up that time. There were guys coming from everywhere.
Fields it and hit immediately. Not a great return there.
Yep, great coverage by the punt team. And Kirk, that punt was a skyrocket.
Boy, he got a hold of that ball. This punter has a big-time leg, and you can see that when he gets a hold of a ball like that. Really goes.
Gives it left side. There he goes. And down he goes. Around the 48-yard line. That's the dazzling speed we've been hearing about, folks. What a run to keep the chains moving.
Speed kills. It's as simple as that.
Yep, there's no way a linebacker has any chance of catching this guy.
He's got him with room to run. Excellent open field tackle. And a pickup of about 7.
Hey, they picked up a nice gain of 7 yards on that play. Great pass.
2nd and 3 coming up. Ball on the 45. The quarterback's in the gun with 3 receivers in the set. The option left. Oh, what a hit. So the quarterback keeps it for 2 yards.
Nice play there on the line of scrimmage by the safety.
Yeah, this freshman does a good job of reading and reacting to the play from his spot in the secondary, and he makes a good tackle.
Single set backfield. Looks left, intercepted. He's into the open field. And there isn't anyone who's going to catch this cornerback. He's going to take it to the barn. Touchdown. What a great interception return by this defense.
Hey, they say the best offense is a good defense.
Yep, it sure is when they're putting points on the board.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. Michigan State gets set to kick this one away. He sends it downfield. He'll return it from the 1. Across the 30. Tackle made at the 36. We'll have to see now how the offense responds this time after throwing a pick on their last drive.
Even though they messed up on their last drive, they are only down 7 points and could get back in this game right here and now.
As long as they keep their mistakes to a minimum, this will turn out to be a great finish.
They go with a run. Gets to about the 37-yard line. 1 yard on the play.
Well, you know this guy has to protect himself.
You're not kidding. He got walloped on that play.
2nd down and 9 to go. Ball on the 37-yard line. The offense lines this one up in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They try to run it inside and hammered down. The running back gets 2 on the carry.
And he took a shot on that play, Brad. It looks like his head might be still ringing a little bit.
The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. And it's the senior. And they tackle him at the 35-yard line. A good looking pass that time.
Well, here they do a nice job of getting the ball out to their speedy receiver. And he shows you that he not only can turn on the jets, but he's got pretty decent hands as well.
From the gun. And they hit him in the backfield.
Here the quarterback was looking to make the pitch, but they got to him before he could do anything.
Yeah, good play here by the D.
2nd down and 12. Ball on the 37. Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. On the option left, and he'll lose yards. And they stop him on the option.
Well, that's a nice job here by the defender of getting into the backfield and breaking that play up.
3rd down now, and they need to get it to the 25. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. And they make the stop at the 27-yard line. Decent gain, but they're still just short of the 1st down.
Yeah, if the receiver would have reached the ball out a little bit, he would have been able to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, but that's tough to do when you have this defense coming after you.
And give the defense credit. Great job to keep them from getting that 1st down.
He clanks it off the upright. No good. They'll go to work at the 27. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Michigan State is up by a touchdown. Takes it right and brought down right away. Maybe a few, but that's it.
Gain of 2 on the play.
2nd and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 29. So at the end of 1, our score here in Bloomington is the Michigan State Spartans 7, Indiana nothing.
7, Indiana, nothing.
It's 2nd down and 8. Ball on the 29-yard line. 4 wide. Now he's scrambling. He gets hit out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Well, he ran out of real estate that time, and they'll lose yardage.
When you're going to run the ball to the outside like that, you've got to make blocks to allow the runner to either cut back or turn it upfield. They didn't get it done there.
They come out in a nickel. Here's the pass, broken up.
How about that play, Coach?
Kirk, that's exactly how you teach a player to defend the pass. Do anything possible to disrupt the play. You don't necessarily have to make the interception to make a big play on defense.
That's very true. Now they'll have a fourth down situation.
At the 40. Inside the 30. Down the sideline. He's got an opening. He's all the way. Touchdown. Kirk Herbstreit, what a fantastic play there.
Well, we warned the people earlier in the broadcast. This man is amazing. Excellent job of finding the seam and then the speed to take it to the house.
They'll line up for the extra point in an attempt to tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. And it's off. Brought down at the 27. The defense really shut these guys down the last time they had the ball. They come out in a goal line set. They hand it off. And he's taken down at the 30. That's a 3-yard pickup.
3-yard gain on the play.
It's 2nd and 8. Ball on their own 30. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Can't find anyone open. Brought down at the 38-yard line. That play is good for 8 yards and a first down.
It's the protection up front that allowed this play to happen. The line controlled the rush, and it gave the quarterback an opportunity to deliver a very nice throw.
Handoff to the right. He's tackled at the 50. How about that run by this halfback?
You know what? When this offense can run the ball like this, watch out. They can score quickly.
Watch out is right, because now you got to worry about the run and the pass on defense.
They go to the back, and he's hit immediately in the backfield. The offense couldn't get those linemen blocked, and they'll lose yards.
Well, here the defensive linemen did a great job at sealing up the hole at the line of scrimmage.
They come out with 4 wide out. Somehow gets the ball away. This one's intercepted. It's the junior safety. He tried to force that one in there.
Yep, and the safety made him pay for it. Great job of watching the quarterback's eyes and even a better catch.
First and 10. Ball on the 12. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. Little handoff. He's taken down right around the 12-yard line. They got a little bit there, but less than a yard. 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 12. The defense comes up tight on the coverage. The defensive backs moving in closer. On the ground with the tailback. Gets out to around the 22. They get about 10 yards on that play. 3rd down, less than a yard. Ball on the 22. The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. They got to him, and he did not get the first down.
This is a fabulous job by the linebacker of shedding a block and getting into the backfield.
Yep, the offensive line left the ball carrier out to dry there. Without better protection, he won't be able to go anywhere.
Booming kick. Looks like there's an injured player on the field. The offense will take over at the 30-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They're packed in tight on the line. To the right and tackled immediately. He gains a couple of yards on the carry.
Gain of 2 on
It's
the
2nd
play.
down and 8. Going with the shotgun here. He's going to try and scramble. On the throw, incomplete pass.
Hey, I know he dropped it, but the safety put himself in a position to make a play. That's impressive.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He's on the run. Darts it to the left. Intercepted off the tip. And he's taken down at the 48-yard line. Nice pick by the safety.
Safety that time just sitting back there looking at the quarterback, and once it was thrown, he knew exactly where it was going, and he made the pick.
First down, 10 to go. One-man backfield. Hand off, and he's met immediately.
These guys have the capability to gain solid, consistent yardage. They have to regroup, come out a bit more motivated next time.
It's 2nd down and 11 to go. Ball on the 46. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Pitches, and he's got room. Tackle made at the 42.
Pretty big gain right there from the halfback. Not a bad run at all, don't you think, Coach?
This is a very successful option play. Anytime this back can get the ball with some space, then there's usually trouble on the horizon for the defense.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. They'll bring him down right around the 34. A nice pickup of about 8 yards. So it's 2nd down and about 2 yards to go. They're in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers. Dumps it complete to the halfback over the middle. Taken back 3 yards.
Not much going on there. Those kind of plays will not work against this defense. You can be sure of that.
3rd and 5. Ball on the 37. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. Tackled around the 21-yard line.
This defense was very lucky they didn't give up a home run. They blitzed both cornerbacks and only gave up a 1st and 10. Anytime both corners blitz and you fail to get to the quarterback, the offense is looking at a shot at 6 points.
6 yards on the carry. It's 2nd down and 4 to go. This is the 8th play of this drive. Expect the defense to turn it up a notch here in the red zone. And he's tackled around the 14-yard line. Nothing there on the keeper. Going with the shotgun here. Option to the right. He's on the run. He steps out of bounds, and now it's going to be 1st and goal. The defense is having a difficult time stopping this drive.
Right now, they're doing enough to be in situations they want to be in, but they have to finish the job. And the plays start to add up, so we'll have to see if this defense starts to look tired out there.
Gets the ball here and brought down in the backfield. He hustles the troops to the line.
No gain on the play.
Ace backfield. He's changing things up. And he rifles it in there for the touchdown. My goodness, guys, that was a spectacular play by the wide receiver.
The coach has gone to great lengths to shepherd his receivers, and we've seen the results on the field.
That sure was a pretty play. The receiver sold the post and ran a corner route, and it really fooled the defense right there.
Indiana is up by 6. And he tacks on the extra point. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Indiana is lining up to kick this one off. Kicks it off. He'll return it from the 6. Brought down at the 38-yard line. They threw a pick the last time out. Should be interesting to see what they do this time.
Even though they lost the ball on their last drive, they are only down 7 points, can get well back into the game right here and now.
As long as they keep their mistakes to a minimum, this will turn out to be a good finish.
He throws on the run. It's broken up.
How about that linebacker getting in there?
This guy is mostly used to stop the run, but here he showed that he's not too bad against the pass either.
They line up in the shotgun. He rolls out to the left. He's taken down at the 46-yard line.
Kirk, what do you think of that scramble?
Well, they didn't pick up the first down, but he saw that no one was open, so he made the right decision to tuck it and run.
Yeah, they picked up some yards. That's better than just throwing the football away.
He goes downtown. They knock it down. Incomplete. Took a great play to make sure that long pass wasn't completed.
Brad, the quarterback had his man, and lo and behold, here comes the defender, and play's over.
Let's see if a quarterback heaves it up there and one of his guys can come down with it. Got him. They tried to throw for it, but ended up getting sacked. We've still got a half of football remaining, but our score at halftime is the Hoosiers 14, the Spartans 7.
14, Michigan State 7.
The teams are lined up, and we're just about ready to start this second half. He's to the 10. Across the 30. Brought down at the 34. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They're packed in tight on the line. It's the tailback. And we got an injured player on the field. Second and 2. Ball on the 42-yard line. They come out in a goal line set. They work the right side, and there is nothing going there. Picked up a yard of anything on that run. It's third down and a yard for the first down. Ball on their own 43. And it looks like they're going to bring everyone in tight for this one. Brought down right around the 46-yard line. That'll be enough to move the chain.
You know, you can just look at the offensive line and see the surge, and that running back did a good job of reading the blocks to pick up the first down.
Oh, yeah, Kirk. The big uglies are getting it down up front, aren't they?
Ball is loose. Fumble. He might have a chance. The 10. Touchdown. And just like that, they make it a 2-possession game.
They really took the pressure off themselves there. That was a great return for a touchdown, and it gives them some breathing room on defense.
Yeah, this offense has a lot of work to do now. They're really going to have to fight to get back in this ball game.
And he adds the extra point. They line up to kick this one away. And it's off. It was the umpire that threw the flag, and generally, that's a holding penalty.
Holding on the receiving team.
He didn't even try to hide it there. That was a blatant holding call.
They'll call that every time.
They'll take over at the 17-yard line. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. And he's hammered down. Well, that was one of the best catches we've seen all day, guys.
Great concentration to go up and get that one.
And more importantly, it's a first down.
And they swap out the running back now for this next play. He's under some heat. There's an injured player, and we'll try to find out who it is. So the sack makes this a 2nd and long. Backup quarterback into the game now to call the signals. Scrambling around. Now he's going to run and watch out. And they push him out at the 34-yard line. Well, they didn't get the first down, but it was still a pretty good run by the quarterback.
He made a good decision to take off there.
Hey, some quarterbacks would have tried to throw the football into coverage, but he did the right thing. Just run it.
He's rolling left. He's taken off. And that'll make it 4th down.
Great hold by the defense. They were expecting the pass play, and they defended it very well.
And it's the offense that takes the field on 4th down. This is a very questionable play call here. I'm not sure I agree with it. Rose falling back and got his man. And this one could be on the defense.
Pass interference on the defense.
I don't know about that one, Coach.
First down.
Are you kidding me? He was all over him. I think you need to see a replay on that one.
No, I don't. That was a no call in my book every time.
New running back now into the backfield. Rolls left, looking to throw. Decides to tuck it in, and he's got space. That's a 10-yard gain.
Gain of 10 on the play.
So it's 2nd down, and they're only about a foot away from picking up the first down. They're packed in tight on the line. Tackle made at the 44. That's good enough to pick up the first down.
Yep, he came away with about 5 yards there on the carry for the halfback.
They'll work from the shotgun. He's on the run. Throwing deep down the left sideline. The defender had his hands on it, but it's incomplete. The defender could only get a hand on it.
A hand on it? If this kid wants to be a big-time player, he better start getting 2 hands on it.
Yeah, Lee, the ball should have been picked off.
He's going to try and scramble. He sails it long. Goes to the end zone, and he's got the halfback. Touchdown. Hey, Coach, was that a fine pass play or what?
Or what is right. This young man is a complete package at quarterback. He knows where his receivers will be, and he gets a quick release to them in a big, big hurry.
And he tacks on the extra point. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He sends it off. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They'll set up shop at the 40. It's 1st and 10. And a new halfback checks into the game. Trying to run it inside, and he's hammered. Gain of 2.
Gain of 2 on the play.
We've got 2nd and 9 here. There are 3 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Option. They'll bring him down at the 44-yard line. 2-yard gain on the quarterback keeper.
It was a pretty good play here by the junior safety, stepping up and making a good tackle on the ball carrier.
The defensive back's moving in closer. The quarterback's in the gun with 3 receivers in the set. They go with a run. Gets to about the 47-yard line. They tried to run the ball for the first down, and they didn't get it.
No, sir. You saw the defense just power through their blocks and wham into them.
4th down. They come out in a punt formation. He gets it away, and this is a really nice punt. Oh, he got tattooed on that one. There's a player hurt. It doesn't look to be that bad. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on their own 6. They come out in a goal line set. Off the right side, doesn't get much. Good tackle. And they pick up 2 yards.
Gain of 2 on the
2nd and 9 coming up here. Ball on the 8. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Now he's scrambling. Looking long down the left side. Makes the catch and look out. At the 40. Down the sideline. To the 10. He's all the way home. Touchdown. Again, it's his halfback that finds the end zone.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown today.
And now this game will be all tied up again, assuming this kicker can make the extra point.
The extra point to tie this game up. And he converts the extra point. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. Michigan State gets set to kick this one away. Kicks it away. Gets to about the 34-yard line. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They'll go to work at the 34-yard line. We've got a 1st and 10. One-man backfield. It's batted down, incomplete.
Boy, that was a good defensive effort there.
The ball was there, but the defender beat the receiver to it. Nice play.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 34. The defense comes up tight on the coverage. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. The halfback with a carry. He makes it out to maybe the 36-yard line. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry.
That corner did a great job there containing the outside and not allowing the ball to get by him. That showed good discipline by this defense.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go. Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. Got it. And he goes down quickly. He hits his man, but they'll be well short of the first.
That young man has to run the pattern to get beyond those sticks the next time.
I actually like the play call here by the offense, but the defense does a nice job of shutting it down that time. Great play recognition by the D.
So we played 3 quarters of football, and with 1 quarter to go, we're in a deadlock. 4th down. Here comes the punter, looking to boot this one away. Booming kick. Nothing doing there, couldn't go anywhere. Well covered by the kicking team. He didn't go anywhere.
What I like about this play is that the guys stayed in their lanes and didn't allow the big play.
The way this offense is playing, they don't need a big play out of this kid.
Gives it right side. And he's tackled around the 19-yard line. 4-yard gain by the back.
Gain of 4 on the play.
2nd and 6. Ball on the 19. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. He's scrambling, and he's going to come up with a sack. The blitz came, and they were able to get to the quarterback.
And Brad, it was the defensive end that came away with that one. That was just a relentless pursuit that got him to the quarterback.
Once this kid gets around the edge, he's usually all over the quarterback. He is a very tough player to stop.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. It's broken up. Good defensive play there.
Yep, keep your eye on the safety there. He's the guy that got in there to knock that ball away. Good play.
He really got a hold of that one. Oh, hit as he caught it. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. They'll set up shop at the 44. First down, 10 to go. There are 3 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. They go with the run. He's in the clear. Brought down around the 44-yard line. The running back gets a yard, maybe less. It's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 44. Backup tailback checks in now. Let's see if he gets some action. He drops back. Caught by the sophomore.
That was a big-time play and a new set of downs.
I think the defense might have been thinking run there, Coach.
Well, I don't blame him. It's pretty common to see a run on 1st and 2nd down, but this offense is keeping them guessing.
The defensive back's moving in closer. Here's the option. He holds on to it and gets maybe 2 yards.
That was the junior that stepped up to make that tackle.
This safety is as vicious a player as you're going to find. He will make the tackle every single time.
Deep.
Breaks it up.
Number 9, the intended receiver on the play.
3rd down, and they need to get it to the 21. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. They'll bring him down at the 19-yard line.
He ran a clean route, and the quarterback got it to him with a good pass. First down.
And the receiver was able to shake off all the defenders that were trying to cover him, and that really made it easy for the quarterback to pick him out and throw him the ball.
In the red zone again. Let's see if it'll be another touchdown. Here's the option. Tackled for a loss.
Coach, let's see if they can bounce back from that play and gain some positive yards next time.
Yeah, but the line will have to provide some better blocking for that to happen, Kirk.
There are 2 tight ends in the formation. The quarterback is in the gun. Back to pass. Good open field tackle. And they get a few yards on that little reception.
Check it out. He ran a good route on this play. And the timing of the pass was good, and they were able to get a nice gain.
3 wideouts here. Whoa, he just took a licking. Wonderful play call to convert on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, he really wanted that 1st down. Good determination again.
Single set backfield. End zone. Oh, he had a shot at the pitch. The quarterback really lucked out there.
I thought they had a chance for an interception, but I'm sure they'll settle for the incompletion. It still was a good play.
And he's tackled at the 3. A 2-yard run by the halfback.
Gain of 2 on the play. The defense calls a timeout.
Here's the 11th play of the drive. It's 3rd down. The defense comes up tight on the coverage. Got his tight end touchdown.
That was a big touchdown to not only give these guys the lead, but now the other team will need at least a touchdown to get back in this game.
And anything can happen, Kirk. We have over 2 minutes left in this game, which is more than enough time for plenty of scenarios to play out.
Indiana up 6. Just over 2 minutes in the game. And he tacks on the extra point. And we've got a good one here. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. Our score, Indiana 28, Michigan State 21. Indiana is lining up to kick this one off. He kicks it off. Taken at the 5. At the 40. They'll bring him down at the 47.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense. First down.
It's now make it or break it time for this offense. They can make up the deficit right here. He's scrambling. Decides to tuck it in, and he's got space. Knocked out of bounds. Right around the 28-yard line. And he manages to get out of bounds after that run.
Good running here. He manages to get to the outside and gets a nice pickup.
1st and 10. Ball on the 28. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He's on the run. Completes. It's the freshman. That'll be a 2-yard loss.
Really, they just had nowhere to go after the catch.
On the tackle at the 30-yard line.
Going with the shotgun here. He's going to try and scramble. He airs it out. Goes to the end zone, and he's got the halfback. Touchdown. Will be tied with the extra point. Congratulations to our Russell Athletic players of the game. We have just over a minute to go in the 4th quarter, and we've got a tight one. Tie ball game, locked at 28. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Michigan State is lining up to kick this one off. He kicks it off. Taken at the 5. Tackled at the 37. This offense just torched the defense through the air with a great passing attack on their last drive. This drive will start at the 37-yard line. 1-man backfield. They'll throw on 1st down. And he's brought down at the 32. The man coverage got beat with a bomb that time, guys.
Excellent read here by the quarterback to see the mismatch with his receiver. His man is simply faster than his secondary. That's a nice-looking pass to pick up the first.
He threw it up there and said, "Go get it!"
They'll drop him for a loss. He didn't get much on that play at all.
Brad, the defense had that play read and sealed it off from the get-go.
It's 2nd and 11. Ball on the 33. They'll work from the shotgun. He drops back. Got it to the senior. Tackle around the 24-yard line. Gain of 9. We've got 3rd and 3 here. Ball on the 24-yard line. The defensive backs moving in closer. Empty backfield. Quarterback in the gun. 5 wide receivers. Passes in, and it's picked off by the safety. They sure didn't need that. Now they've really got to buckle down on defense and stop them from scoring.
Boy, you could feel the huge momentum swing right now. That interception was big.
It's probably been the key play in this game to this point.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on their own 11. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. He's on the run. Tackle made at the 16. The quarterback trying to make a play.
Well, he did a nice job of getting some yards there on the scramble, but he needs to learn to slide to avoid those big hits.
Scrambling around. Gets it off as he's hit. Complete. And that'll be a 1st down on the 6-yard pass.
This defense is trying to cover those slot receivers with safeties and linebackers. I'll tell you right now, if they keep trying to do that, then they're going to get burned.
1st and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He's scrambling. He chucks it downfield. And it's picked off. There's an injured player, and we'll try to find out who it is. First and 10. Ball on the 50. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. Batted away.
Even a fingernail is enough sometimes to change the trajectory of the ball and break up a pass.
Looked like he got a little bit more than a fingernail on it.
Even better than that.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 50. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Complete. He's out of bounds at the 49. And they'll lose a yard there.
Pretty good stand there. They weren't fooled at all by the offensive play call.
Third down, and they need to get it inside the 40. The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. Complete. He's got room. Steps out of bounds at the 46. He hits his man, but they'll be well short of the first.
That young man has to run the pattern to get beyond those sticks the next time.
They're trying to pin them deep with a solid punt right here. He gets it away, and this is a really nice punt. This punt goes over the goal line, and this will be a touchback. Well, there's not that much time left, and we've still got a tie ball game.
The good teams win games like this, Brad, and at this point, it's just a matter of which team wants it most.
And this should be a great finish, guys.
We're going to overtime. And that's the end of the fourth quarter, and we're going to take this deadlock into overtime.
At the end of regulation, the score is tied.
So here's the coin toss for overtime.
If I win the coin toss, I like to put my defense out there first. That way my offense knows what it has to do when they get the football.
And it also puts added pressure on the defense to make a stop if their team didn't get a touchdown.
There are 3 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Here's the give. And he's tackled at the 27-yard line. They didn't let him get anything going on that play.
No, they didn't. Heck, they didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's second down and 12 to go. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. He'll work the left side. They'll bring him down around the 19-yard line. Nice blocking on the counter, and he was able to pick up around 8 yards. Third down and 4 coming up on this one. Ball on the 19. 3 wideouts here. Pitches, and he's got room. The 5. Touchdown, Indiana!
Big touchdown here in overtime.
Yep, but at least the offense coming on the field knows that they need a touchdown. This is why when a team wins the coin toss that they decide to go second on offense. Now they know what they need to win or tie the game.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. We've got a first and 10. Ball on the 25. They line up in the jumbo set. To the right and tackled immediately. He gains a couple of yards on the carry.
Great job by the defensive lineman here to get a paw on him and put him to the turf.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Now he tries to buy some time. Quarterback's going to run it, and he's got room to work. Dives for extra yardage. And that was a nice pickup by the quarterback.
Brad, I think this guy's amazing. He has an uncanny ability to scramble, and it showed right there on that play.
They're packed in tight on the line. Brought down at the 6. He carries the ball for 3, maybe 4 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Second and 6. Ball on the 6-yard line. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He's on the run. I'm not sure what happened, but one of the players is hurt. Third down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. Backup quarterback into the game now to call the signals. Looking for Pater. Found it. Touchdown. So with their backs against the wall, they find a way. Get ready for another overtime, folks.
There is nothing more exciting than watching 4-down football in overtime. What a game today.
The extra point to tie this game up. And he adds the extra point. And here's the Pontiac drive summary.
A second overtime. Are you ready for this, Coach?
Oh, you know I'm ready, Kirk. The real question should be, is this defense ready? I think if they can hold them to a field goal, they'll get the win. That's my call.
We've got a 1st and 10. They come out in a goal line set. Room around the corner. He tackles him for a loss.
Yo, that was not a very good play right there. He had hardly any room to run.
They line up in the shotgun. Scrambling around. Tipped away.
Man, oh man, nice play by the defensive end there.
This is exactly what they teach you to do. If you can't get to the quarterback and wrap him up, try to get your hands up. That's just what he did, and the timing was perfect.
He's going to try and scramble. He's looking for his man, and it's going the other way. He's got an opening. First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 25. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Option right side. And we'll take a break while the injured players attended to. It's 2nd and inches. Ball on the 15-yard line. 1 man backfield. They give to the tailback. And that sets them up with a 1st and goal. And that one goes for a big, big first down.
You know, every time you run the ball successfully like that, that defense starts to creep up a little bit. That's when you go to the air, my friend. Over the top.
Going with the shotgun here. And they get the sack.
That's just not a good play by the quarterback here. He's got to have a better pocket presence.
Yep, he looked like he was having trouble finding someone to throw to.
It could have been worse, though. There was only a 1-yard loss on the play. On the ground with the tailback. And down he goes at the 2-yard line. Just about 3 yards there. The defense backed up into their own end zone. It's 3rd and goal from the 1. They line up in the jumbo set. Looking for Pater. Found it. Touchdown.
Game over, Kirk. Game over.
I'd give the game ball to the whole defense. Their performance in the first series of the second overtime was just huge. Allowing 0 points in the second overtime really made things easier for their offense.
As we take a look at our Pontiac game-changing performance, Kirk, let's get your final thoughts on this one.
Well, guys, no doubt about it, this was a big-time football game. Michigan State has got to be disappointed with themselves because they had numerous opportunities to win this game. They're expecting to win the football game, and to lose in overtime like that makes it a real bitter pill to swallow.
Well, that concludes another game of NCAA Football 09. For Kirk and Lee, I'm Brad Nessler saying goodbye, everybody.